Hey everybody, it's Trigger Bar Philosopher. Welcome back out to the channel. Today we have a super fun one. We're getting back to some gel testing. We're going to be comparing 4 different guns that we've been doing in a video series, and we're going to see how their barrel lengths may impact hollow point expansion. Let's get to shooting. Alright, so what are we talking about today? We have the PSA Micro Dagger C1. We have the P365 XMACRO, but with the Parker Mountain machine. We've got the Dagger Compact, and we have the P365 length barrel in a Spectre Comp slide and an XL grip module. And then we're going to be shooting some of this 124 grain Federal Plus P. And we're going to compare these 4 rounds and see how they do. Before we get going, I forgot to hit this gel block with a heat thing, so it's with a heat gun, so it's a little bit cloudy and a little bit deformed. And then we have a 10mm round that went full like 28 inches through into this block, but this is the best block I have. So we're going to use this and we're going to shoot 4 rounds into it, see what kind of expansion we get out of these different barrel lengths. So up first, we have got the PSA Dagger Micro Comp, and we're going to take a look and see how that goes into the gel and see if this hollow point will expand with this shortened 3.41 inch barrel. Here we go. Hopefully I can put it in the right spot in the gel. And I kind of missed. It went out sideways. Can already tell that. All right, this is going to be take 2, getting into that gel, hopefully in a good spot that stays in there. Yeah. I think that did a little bit better. That did a little bit better job. It didn't do much better. Boy, Trigger Bar, we're going to have to let the combo of those 2 work together, but I skipped it off my wife's laundry table. All right, and up next, we've got the XMACRO. All right, we captured that one. Before this whole thing clouds up, I forgot I should have been doing it. This is our first shot. If you can tell, this is our first shot with the C1 that came out here. Had very nice expansion, doing very good job. And then the second shot, I hit it right on the bottom of it. We can see it did get some wounding and then skipped and went to right about here. That's probably not a bad, see, look at the bend in my wife's table. That's pretty funny. But that's our bullet right there. And that is from the C1 Micro Dagger. The bullet above it is from our P365 XL. That's with the Parker Mountain machine extended, so it's got a little bit longer barrel. I'm going to have to look that up, but 3.7 is probably a 4.0 inch barrel. So yeah, let's take a look. And now let's go to the compact. Okay, so now we have the Dagger Compact. See how we can get that. All right, let's go take a close-up look and see what happened with that one. Best to flip things around. We have that's this top one right here. You can see very similar where they're all kind of ending up in terms of barrel length. Very interesting. That one didn't go a whole lot longer, even though it's got the threaded barrel on top of the compact slide. So Yeah, very interesting. All right, so we've got the shortest barrel length of all. That's 3.1 inches. It's the SIG XMACRO. All right, let's take a look and see how that performed. All right, that's the bottom one. Boy, all these wound channels, all these lengths, they all look just about the same. Wow. And hey, that 3.1 inch barrel did a pretty good job. I'm gonna have to pull these out of gel. I'm gonna have to measure them because guess what? Trigger Bar forgot the tape measure yet again. And then we're gonna have to have a little bit of comparison at the end. Okay. Since my OCD is kind of killing me and I just couldn't get a good capture of this dagger, and this is one of the reasons probably any of you are even watching this video, is I want to get a better shot in the gel of it. All right, we finally got a better one of that. And yeah, let's come down. And yeah, we finally did get a better one of those. It's this little trail path right up here and goes to there, to that point, which is interesting. It's not much different from that one that skipped off the table, which is what I was saying, but I just wanted to show that. So pretty interesting. So we'll have to take some of the gel block off. What I do want to do is do a quick sort of just little ballistics test with the lab radar, one shot each. Just making sure we kind of know what type of velocities we're getting. It's a little bit tricky for me with the lab radar to do it with this setup, so I'm going to do that now. Okay, first up with our velocity test, we have the PSA Dagger Micro, the C1. We have 12-12 for that one. Next up, we're going to take a look at the P365 XL with the Spectre comp, with the Parker Mountain machine. So it's got a little bit longer of a barrel. I'm probably close to a 4-inch barrel on it. 12-13. Now we have the Dagger Compact. 12-41. And finally, we have the shortest barrel of them all. It's the P365 XL, but it's got the Spectre comp, so it has a 3.1 inch barrel, the normal SIG size barrel on it. So $11.99, dip down just a little bit. All right, let's get to measuring some of the things in the block. Between the 3.1 inch and the 4.5 inch, we're talking about less than 0.05 of an inch of difference. That's really not very much. So I would say that all of these had excellent expansion, excellent performance. These were the C2 billets. Remember, one didn't bounced off the table. I hit it low, and so I don't know if I can't remember. Sorry, if that was the .652 or the .66, but those were the two C1 bullets. This was the XXL, meaning it's the SIG XL size, but then it has a threaded barrel on the end of it. It's a 3.7 inch barrel, and I believe there's probably a 1/2 inch for the threading. I could not find on the website what the exact length of that was, and it's a pain in the butt to take the comp off in order to get a good measurement on it. So we're going to say 4.2 inch, and then the Dagger Compact 4.5 inch. And I think, I've had some other people in other videos say, gosh, there's not that much muzzle flip difference between the Micro Dagger C1 and the P365 Spectre comp and in this traditional dagger. But that's a little bit of the point. The dagger is it's not a full-size gun as a compact gun, but for me it might as well be because I can fit my whole hand on it. And you just have so much more space for your hand to get purchase on it. And so these guns are a lot more concealable, a lot easier to carry than the compact, but yet they have very similar terminal performance and just as good control over the weapon as you do with that fuller size gun. I think that's the point. So, yeah. All right, so from this testing, what you see, we have some pretty similar responses from these varying lengths of barrels. Now, they aren't massively, but they do range from the bottom end about 3 inches and the top end over 4 inches. Around that sweet spot with this type of ammo and these types of guns doesn't seem to make a whole lot of difference. Thought that was pretty interesting. Those are saying, oh, I want that little bit of extra barrel length for this or that or the other. If you can choose the right ammunition, I'm not sure how much of a difference it actually makes. Let me know what you think. Many of you have a lot more experience than I do. Please put your comments in the comment section below. Please like. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe. Let me know what you think. I hope everyone has a great day, and let's get shooting.